supposedly an experience with me and Paimon, part 2. We got a little bit into it a little bit, not really that far. Like I said, 1/4 of it, and if it, so far it's not looking so well, because it's just, you can't wave your hands around and go poof and have a book come out like that. In the astral realm or within your own world, if that's how you think your viewpoint is of that realm, whoop-de-woo. But life isn't Final Fantasy, and doing actual legitimate interactions with these divine beings, this isn't like Final Fantasy. This isn't like one of those magical JRPGs. Like, yeah, no. So I'm gonna wait a little bit for people to get their notifications to the head. And something else about this. Let's see if I'm trying to remember it. Oh. When you rely on Hollywood, like the entertainment business, to give you information regarding or depicting any kind of entity, divine, left-hand divine, doesn't matter. If you're relying on that to give you valuable, concrete information, you might as well ask a blind man for directions. You might as well do that because it's the same thing. It ain't gonna help you none. To make sure that's turned on the right one. Yep. So, and while this is playing in the background, more of my brain cells won't jump off the cliff. I'll also be writing something that I'm going to be going into my own, or my own Glacier book that's actually modernized and not at all similar to any of the other ones that are about, like McMathers and all of them, because no, I'm going to be going into that. But anyway, so let's resume this magical experience, supposedly. Never mind, I'm not going to write anything because I feel like I could really give my full-on attention to this unplanned mistake. When you sexualize, or when you look at a divine entity as an object of pleasure, like sexual pleasure, and as an object, in a manner like that, that's not really respectful of it. Like, yeah, that's how he masturbated you. He baited you in the most perfect way, because he has supreme mastery of baiting you. Totally. Like, are you for freaking real? I'm gonna play that one more time, because what was just said is just, I mean, I don't even know how to respond to it. It's just like dumbfounding. Make it loud enough so that way everybody in the back and literally anybody who has any kind of intelligence in their head can hear that.
Was like, I hate to say it this way, but every single part of him screams sex.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, but that's what he did. Because he knew I've been single for a long time.
Cupcake, you really think a divine being is going to give a damn if you're single or not? You really think he's going to care? Or actually use that at all to an advantage of manipulating you or using you? And to be quite honest, I'm not surprised that
He
you're
knew
single.
I've been abused.
Excuse me? Are you calling King Paimon a predator? Because if you are, congratulations. You are dumb. Literally, probably the most dumbest individual I've ever heard in my life. Move on. If you're saying that a divine being is taking advantage of somebody who has been abused or pretty much assaulted or traumatized, the name should have been Mistake at Birth. Because, I mean, that's just so dumbfounding. You think a divine being takes advantage of somebody who has been traumatized and abused? Really? Well, hey, I mean, who was the first one who did it? Yeah, we did. He was the first one.
He also knew that I was a survivor of sexual abuse.
Cupcake. I really don't care what your background is. I could care less. But if you're saying that he's using that to hit... If you want to have a tarot reading, you can go like down below. And there should be a way to get a hold of me. And that way it'll be more personalized and more accurate for you. But, no. You don't say that a goetic divine or a divine being took advantage of you and used you, knowing that you had gone through that experience of trauma. And they use that as a means to justify or use that to actually know that, this would be somebody that I should go towards. Just for that reason. No, sorry, Cupcake. That's not, no. You twisted and sick in the head. You might want to, get the stupidity out of your head. But I suggest a 2x4 to the head and whack your head with it over and over again until the brain cells reset. You think you might need that.
He also, the thing is about demons, you don't have to tell them shit.
Okay, for once in this video, yes. Because most of the time they already know.
They read you the second they see you.
No. No. Listen. The spiritual world already knows. Your demeanor, how you carry yourself, how you interact with others, and how you interact with other spirits. They already know. If you act dignified, respectful, and if you take no BS, they'll all know. They will all know. So if you mistreat a spirit, that's going to be getting out on the spiritual side.
Second they're in your vicinity, they know everything about you.
Well, if that's the case, I don't think I most definitely know that King Paimon has not gone towards you because he probably, I don't think it would have voted well.
They know everything about your entire life. They know everything about you. So I didn't have to tell him anything about me.
You didn't have to tell him or even, worry about that because he didn't even go to you because he would probably be so appalled that he would probably have one of his legions or even him himself turn into a golf ball and then tee you off them into the sun.
He knew everything about me. But when I met him, he allowed me to have conversations with him.
Well, any goetic divine does. If you respect him. And if you're respectful and if you have that reputation, if they do approach you and they say, I do not wish to speak to you at this moment. If they say that, you have to respect that. And if you have that reputable reputation, they will tell you, I will not speak with you at this moment, it's not the best time. And you respect that. Don't hissy fit.
He allowed me to sit down and talk to him.
Well, when you invite an entity or a divine towards you to have a interaction with, they respond. You're the one who initiated it, Cupcake.
And very special. He made
I doubt that. After what you just said, I kind of doubt that.
me feel beautiful. He
I doubt that.
made me feel sexy.
Wow. No, I'm sorry. King Paimon is not that. No, King Paimon is not that. King Paimon would not give compliments to something that is literally a mistake. Besides, he has dominion over the arts. I think he knows what beautiful looks like. It sounds like.
He made me feel unique and desirable
Okay.
and powerful.
Okay.
Overall, he really was feeding my insecurities.
He was feeding your insecurities. So he was making you feel even more insecure. Learn your English.
And my ego.
Learn your English.
But now, does this suddenly mean that I was a fool immediately? No.
Well, if the way that you're describing and how you're speaking about him, if this is the same way you were behaving in front of him, and like even the last part yesterday was play it cool, play it cool. They already know about it. All of you that be supported to you. You're full of crap and full of shit. I can even smell it all the way back here, and the screen's facing that way, and the screen's in the way.
I was still on guard.
The cake's alive. Yep, totally. How can you still be on guard when you're completely alert and captivated?
Quite a bit.
The cake's alive. It's made of toothpaste, not frosting.
And I knew I was dealing with a very, 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 very powerful entity.
If you knew, you wouldn't be acting like this, and you would be saying this stupidity.
Some being that has been alive for aeons and aeons.
If you're aware that he has been around here longer than any human being that's alive right now, you wouldn't be speaking in a vulgar manner about him. Furthermore, you would not be insulting him.
Aeons and aeons. And there's no way that I could ever fool him.
First you down him, then you bring him back up. Then you down him again, and now you bring him back up again. Make up your mind. Stop playing hokey pokey with a divine being. This isn't, you lift the entity up, then you tear him back down, you lift him back up again, and now they're gonna smite me about? No. No.
Or outsmart him. Because even with high respect to him.
You have no respect for him. You just viewed him and spoke of him like he's a sexual object. You don't respect him. In fact, you don't respect any of the poetic divines. Or Satanas or Lucifer. You don't respect them. You speak so completely vulgar of them and uncalled for about them. You don't have any respect for them. So you can stick it, zip it, and piss it.
Even as a demon.
Just because some old he who fun geezer is like, oh, you're not of our belief system and what we have made. Ooh, you're a demon now. I don't mean Jack Snap. They still have their divine title. I'm just saying.
He's very, very, very good at what he does. And
No shit.
that's the one thing that did intrigue me and still does. And that's the one positive thing that I will say.
Only one positive thing? Well, what about the thing you were speaking so vocally about him with? I guess, hey, I mean, if you were thinking that's a positive, because to me, that's not an option. Besides, there's more than just one. Way more than just one. I mean, he's Lucifer's favorite for a reason, don't you think?
I mean, this is the truth is.
The cake's a lie.
When you're a demonologist,
You're not a demonologist because you don't even know how to, communicate or interact or be mindful towards them. You don't even know how to treat them. So stick it.
for me, you see the darkest reality.
Honey, trust me. You do not know what the darkest reality looks like. Trust me, Cupcake, you don't. And who am I to say so? Who am I to say so? Okay, put yourself in this situation. put yourself in this situation. Imagine getting a text message from a friend of your significant other's, saying that your significant other overdosed and is dead. And you literally snap mentally, emotionally. You just grab a reality, and then you completely darken the whole place you're staying at, lock the doors, board the windows, no, not literally board, like a pillows blocking the light coming in. And then you put in time off, a week off, you turn off the phone, you cut off any communication with the outside world, you're in the dark. Okay. Then you just lose your grip of reality, and then you start literally beating the living shit out of yourself to the point where you literally can't feel anything anymore. You can't see. And you get into that state 6 more times. Crying, sobbing, and literally bleeding all over the place. To the point where you decide to take your own life. But then you get stopped. Oh. Hello, Betty. That's how dark, it can get. It also, when that situation was thwarted by hell, and she stopped me, it turned out it would have been a big mistake, and it all would have been in vain. Because my significant other was still alive, and some sick in the head, twat head, made a sick joke. Which was not funny. Anyway, resume.
You see the worst hells you've ever experienced.
Oh, aren't you just punny? Because here's the thing. What you define as hell is not the same hell as mine. Because my hell is actually a goddess figure. The Norse goddess hell, by the way. The hell you're talking about is dogmatic BS.
But sometimes there is that one little speck of beauty inside you.
There's beauty in everything. If you look hard enough, you'll find it. I'll say that one more time. If you look hard enough, you'll find something beautiful in something deemed ugly. And in everything that's beautiful has something ugly in it. Everything has beauty and everything has ugly. Nice try. Nice try to polarize that. You just wept it.
Hell. And that's how you survive hell.
No, you have an IQ of a dead plant. No. Nope. Literally. If she was to actually be anywhere near anybody, it probably would become radioactive because the amount of sheer nonsense and BS she's spewing. Literally, the whole environment around her would be radioactive and, biohazardous.
And that's how you try to find the light in
No.
darkness.
Cupcake. Listen. You need the dark and you need the light. You need them both. If you don't have both, and if you don't acknowledge either one, if you just stick with one, good. Now you're never going to see anything else except being blinded or not being able to see. You need both. You need twilight. And by twilight, I mean the time of day. Twilight, which is dawn, dusk, the midpoint. Not twilight the book. No sparkling vampires or werewolf men that I kind of want to hit in the back of the head with a stick and put in the closet.
And one thing that I learned when I was even being tortured by
Oh, you're being tortured, huh? That cake's a lie. Okay. What? One more time, what?
Try to find the light in darkness. And one thing that I learned when I was even being tortured by Paimon.
All that note. Yes. You may enter my space when deemed fit. Because I have a question to ask. That didn't happen, did it? Thought so. You may leave if you like, or you can stay. My game. You're full of crap and full of shit.
In many instances.
No,
But
you're full of shit.
what he did was he made me believe all these things.
Yeah, well, probably the biggest thing he made you really try hard for you to believe is that you're stupid.
But that wasn't the light that I saw.
There's only one light. The light. There is no light. Except that kind. Awareness.
In him, what I saw was his intelligence.
What you saw was nothing because this didn't happen.
I was attracted to his knowledge. I was attracted.
The cake's a lie. You were attracted to supposedly all the, the way that you were describing him being so flawless in just a vulgar way. No. Sorry, Cupcake. You're full of crap.
To his wisdom.
There's a difference between wisdom and intelligence. So that way people know. Wisdom is having the common sense to not do something stupid. Which noise? Like this noise that's going on right now? It would either be the diffuser or my grandparents' TV or whatever. Hello, Angela. I like a name and avatar shift. Yep, it's either the diffuser going like the soft hum, or it's my grandparents' motor. And there's really nothing I can do about it because well, right. But anyway, resume.
Even as a demon or as devils.
He's not a devil. He's a divine figure. Learn the difference.
They have much wisdom.
Then why are you insulting them? Make up your mind. Are you going to be speaking in a dignified way or a way that is degrading? Pick one.
Much experience, much knowledge.
Much experience. Well, when you have something that's existed longer than any human being that's been alive for centuries or even millennia, you don't say.
Much, many years.
Okay.
So,
Many years. Yeah. Okay.
all kinds of experiences that they could sit down and tell you.
Well,
You could still not be able to process.
not be able to process it, huh? She's not being just.
A speck of what they've experienced. But as powerful beings as they are, they're still very, very negative.
No, you were just saying wisdom. If an entity has wisdom, they know not to do something intentionally malefic, baneful, malicious, stupid. They know not to do that. That's what wisdom is. Knowing not to do something because it's going to cause a backlash, or knowing to do something because it's going to yield the best result later on. And it's going to be giving you gain. Knowing what's best to do in a situation.
Very, very evil.
Well, here's the thing, Cupcake. When you're stupid and something hits you in the head for being stupid, it's because you were stupid, not because they're evil.
And Paimon is no exception. Under any fucking circumstance.
Wow, that was a big word. Careful, Cupcake. I really hope you understand that, using words like that just shows that, wow, even less credible. Well, actually, it wasn't any credibility in the first place, so meh with it.
I do not apologize for that statement.
Well, good, because the thing is, he doesn't give a damn. If anything, he's kind of like, go thank God.
And more importantly, I am not spreading lies.
And I'm straight too, Cupcake, so what else is new? Yep, exactly. And the thing is, if you're not spreading lies, then how come you keep reiterating it? Saying, it's the truth. I'm not spreading lies. Are you sure? Because it sounds like you don't even know how to even interact with a spirit or a divine being. Because the Goetic divines, or those of the Archwasia, they are still divine beings. Just because some old geezer, demonized them, they still hold that title. Long before that, they still have it.
This about this entity.
The cake's alive.
He is one of the most evil
Hello, Jay. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's a roast. It's kind of like going through every little second and cleaning up this mess. Because if I wanted to roast somebody without any, any kind of restriction, I hate to say it, but this individual would be literally ripped to shreds. And I would actually be pretty much turned into, let's see. Is anybody familiar how Judge Judy is? Good. If you know how Judge Judy is, that would be like me with her.
fucking spirits.
Ooh, sit down!
Could ever
Quit speaking!
encounter.
No. You stupid? You don't know what you're talking about. You think you're hot shit, but really all that you are is a... Get her out of here. Nope. Case dismissed. In my life, huh? Well, listen here, honey bear. You know, how many times were you dropping your head? 60? Wow. I'm surprised you aren't... I'm surprised, you learned how to speak still.
I started to think that maybe he was judged harshly.
Judged harshly. Listen, honey. Listen. No. You're gonna listen. If you think that a Goetic divine was judged harshly by a figure that, thinks that he has the right to do that, which, no. Because here's the thing. You don't have any kind of say in that. Because your word is as valuable as, let's see here. It's pretty much just like entrusting... how am I put this in really overkill way? It's like you're trusting a bank robber with your purse, with your life savings in it.
And there were even times where I wanted to believe that he could be positive.
He can be. Any of them can. But if you're stupid, you're going to be asking for an anvil to fall on your head. Don't be stupid.
But even the truth is when
Nope, even the truth is, you're still stupid.
he was around me, his energy constantly drained me.
Well, then how come all of a sudden you were so drawn to him and woozy-wooed by him that you felt drained? Because if you're attracted to something, if something is appealing to you, that should bring you some inspiration within. That should ignite the inner flame, make you go towards it. In order for you to move towards something, you need energy. If you don't have any energy, you can't move to the thing woozy-wooing you. You can't. That's basic quantum physics for 106.
Unbelievably bad. There were times where I would have massive head pain.
Good, you probably dropped a few anvils on your head. Exactly.
I would feel very nauseous.
Yeah, probably because he was trying to... Actually, no, I keep forgetting that, no. This didn't happen. You're probably nauseous because you probably took too many things at once. Too many substances at once. Things that should not even be put in your mouth.
I would have all kinds of nightmares.
I thought you were still having your experience, now you're having all kinds of nightmares. How many times did you sleep? With it.
Constant nightmares.
With it.
And there was a time where he had taken me to a so-called palace.
Yeah, there was a palace that, he was going to actually have you get in, off with your head, like in the Alice in Wonderland. Green Heart style.
But what I didn't know was that he had trapped my soul.
Oh, for freaking bloody sakes. Listen, Cupcake, he would not even go anywhere near your soul. He would probably be light years away from your soul, because he knows, wow, no, I want nothing to do with this, because this is just so radioactively toxic that even spirits want to get away from it. That's bad.
Even physically alive, I did not know.
Physically alive? No. No. No.
Oh, this was possible.
It's not It's not possible. You wanna know why it's not possible? Because that doesn't happen. The whole thing about selling your soul in that manner, Hollywood.
But what I learned was that what he did was he at some point made me so immersed in him.
You really think he's gonna want you to become so woozy-wooed by him that you become, like, blinded with him? No.
And he made me really believe that he was positive that
He is a positive entity. All of them can be positive. But again, if you're stupid, they're gonna show you you're stupid and remind you to stop being stupid.
at one point he even whispered in my ear. Now,
He whispered in your ear. Wow. Isn't that an achievement? Achievement unlocked. Have a goetic divine whisper things in your ear. You want a merit badge? Here's your merit badge for having the supposedly breath of a divine spirit go through your ear. Woo! There's your freaking god. Here's your divine wind badge. Now flaunt it. Woo!
now this is where this is a lot like what the demons are portrayed as.
Bullshit. That's what they're portrayed as, and in a disrespectful manner. Here. If you want to actually have the real interaction with them, anything I say is not going to really be helpful. From my perspective, what I've experienced is not going to be of any help to you. You want the best, truthful way for you? You go towards them yourself. You interact with them yourself. You be respectful, you be mindful, you just simply speak out their name, call out to them, invite them to your space, know your foundation of no nonsense and no BS. And as soon as they enter your space, you give them the best respect, you interact with them, you build the connection. That's the best. And that's the way that you're going to get your truth. My truth's not going to be the same towards them, and the same vice versa for you. That's the only way you're going to get your truth about them, from your experience. Because other people's experiences, while of course you can keep them into account, they're not valid because they're not yours. Your experience is the most important. What you experience is the most important in your life and in your viewpoint. Because it's yours. That should be number one. Others, you can take into account and note. But don't let them be absolute. Because if you let them be absolute, you might as well take a shotgun and blow off both your feet and your head. You're allowing somebody else's viewpoint to prevent you from having connections in the first place with them.
As
Tempters, no. No. No.
and this is very true even based on biblical concept.
Cupcake. You don't know. Bullshit. You're not a demonologist, and second of all, you're being biased. In fact, you can't even be biased because you don't even have a standpoint to stand on towards them. You're going with what somebody else says. And you're making up stuff that come out of your head.
But there's not just the Bible that
That's not even a valid thing anyway, besides they're not really mentioned in there.
talks about this. There are other religions.
No. No. Besides, if you bring up the idea of Hinduism, I'll rip you a new one. I'll be so happy to rip you a new one, Cupcake.
I believe in Hinduism.
No, honey. Oh, goody. I get to rip her a new one. Sit down. Sit. Listen. Listen, honey bear. No, I'm going to give you some schooling to the head. Cupcake, did you know demons in Hinduism are the Asuras? And the Asuras are human beings, people like you, me, other humans. Oops! The Devas, the divine, are right there. The Rakshasas, the ones that are destructive and have to cause the destruction, they're not demons. And no, the Goetic divines aren't even associated with that. Because they're Deva. Get fisted. Stick it. No. Good try, though. You almost had it, but you whiffed it. And don't detest that. Because trust me, in order for me to actually get my certifications in Vedic astrology, I had to understand that from Hinduism. I had to. The 3 of 4 are up there. No, because you're stupid.
But the fact is...
Nope, not a fact, because you just got fisted.
He was doing this, I can still hear
the whispers of woozy woo. Okay.
His voice.
Woo 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 woo.
The way he spoke.
Woo woo, he's spoken of woozy woo. Hey woo. Yeah, Betty, and I mean, it's not your fault, but I mean, this is why I'm doing this, to clean up the mess. But now, is that being Shani? Talk about associated with Saturn? Yes, Shani is Saturn. He's the Graha of Saturn. Yes, that's correct. I still hear the sound of, you're so full of bullshit. 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 So full of bullshit. So full of bullshit. So full of bullshit.
It was sexual.
So full of bullshit. Trust me, he would not even know. He doesn't want to be going with someone who is worse than Medusa. Trust me.
It was gratifying. It was...
Gratifying? Do you even know what that word means? No, you don't.
But as he spoke, I could literally feel his whole, energy start touching me.
You're so full of bullshit, honey. You're as credible as, trying to source... Oh, let's see here. You're trying to source, let's say... You're trying to source an infant with material that's supposed to be legitimate. The infant can't even talk or speak or write. And you're pretty much making it be to that equivalent of being, legitimate with all you're saying. No. Dimwit. And yes, that would have been a legitimate smack. If he was gonna touch you, no, he wouldn't, because you know why? Because he doesn't want to, get gangrene from you. Completely so full of BS that you would afflict him with gangrene.
Not my physical body.
Yeah, sure, because, nah.
Physically touching me.
Sure.
But somehow the vibration of...
So now you're calling him a vibrator, huh? Wow, you're vulgar. Wow. If I have never had the urge just to vomit on just some object that has stupidity coming out of it, like I do just now.
His voice...
Yuck.
Began to vibrate...
Stick it.
Like a massage bead.
Young lady, you should not have been taught to speak. We probably saved so many brain cells from so many people for being, committing suicide right now. Soulfully. Oh, so you mean to tell me that he began speaking to you like how soul music is? Wow. You gotta give King Paimon credit for that one, for having that talent, but then again, as dominion over the arts, and singing is an art, so kind of could have said that. But no.
In a way I've never experienced before.
Okay.
And this really got me to the point where I couldn't resist. It was
Bullshit.
unbelievably powerful.
You're full of shit.
Because he really put on the most powerful temptation he could ever do.
No, he didn't. Because, you know, if he wanted to woozy-woo you, he wouldn't even have to do all that. In fact, he wouldn't even woozy-woo you because it would be a waste of his time and energy.
And in that moment, that's when I said I would be with him.
No, you didn't. Because if that was to happen, he would have thrown you around the first second. Because he would have known immediately this was a mistake.
And that was a difficult thing for me to accept. I don't...
Accept? No. No. You want to, and then you want to accept that you... No. What's even more just pathetically laughable is that some people, even in my live streams, have said she's credible. Really? This credible? Wow. I guess it is true the stupid virus is running amok. Wow.
Saying that I'm stupid.
You are, though.
It was hard. It was difficult.
To what? What was hard or difficult? To say no? Oh, in fact, here's a good one. You know what's really hard and difficult? Not use your head. It's really hard and difficult to keep putting on an act of stupidity and knowingly doing it.
But I learned so much.
No, you didn't. You learned just to keep putting on a fake woozy-woo BS shenanigan to get attention and to keep spreading misinformation and to take Hollywood stuff and make it factual.
From this experience stuff,
No.
I want to bestow that
No,
knowledge.
you're not bestowing your bullshit to me. I don't want it. You can keep your bullshit to yourself. No, thank you.
To save you from a horrible mistake.
Yeah, like you.
When I did that,
No.
all of a sudden he took me to this other realm.
No, he didn't.
This was all in sleep state.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
And when I was in that position,
No, you weren't.
I was suddenly manifested, I went dark.
No, you didn't.
And suddenly I was in this cold place.
No, you didn't.
When I was there, I woke up and found
No, you didn't.
myself in what looked like a palace.
No, you didn't.
Like this, almost like Aladdin's palace. It was after.
Oh, for bloody sakes. This is not Disney or Final Fantasy. Use your head. If you woke up from your dream or your sleep state, you woke up. No.
Every single detail, the fabrics, the pillows, the blankets, the linen,
And guess what? Let me guess. You took out a flute and started blowing it, didn't you?
the smell.
Yeah.
It smelled like flowers and
Flowers? Just flowers, huh? Do you actually know what legitimate flowers smell like? It smells like earth.
there was so much goodness and
Oh, wait a minute. Here we go back again with the goodness of the woozy and the just blissfulness again. I thought you were just degrading him a few minutes ago. Make up your mind. You can't. This isn't like Hannah Montana's. You get the best of both sides of them. No. This isn't Hannah Montana now. Come on. Use your head.
pleasure in this realm.
Oh, now you're having pleasure in it, huh? Wow. Wow, some dignified being you're supposed to be claiming to be. Oh, wait, you're not. Because you're so lost in your head.
And I didn't realize that
You know, I kind of think she might, you know, while saying all this, I think she might be going through some psychosis.
everything that I was seeing was all an illusion. It was all
No, because it didn't happen.
fake.
Yeah, like you.
I was
You're pretty much as, you know, you're pretty much as real as, you know, Anna Nicole Smith's, you know, rat. That's how real you are. Yeah, I went there.
literally blinded.
Blinded? Wow. You're even more real as hers. Mm-hmm. Even also as real as Joan Rivers' face, too.
My eyes could not see.
Well, yeah, because it didn't happen. Because if you were blind, good. Now you won't be able to understand how to upload something to YouTube, being blind. Good.
The truth is
Nope, no truth. You're full of crap.
what he did was eventually when he came up to me,
He backhanded you. I wouldn't blame him, and I would say, good hit, my king. But still, no. That didn't happen.
He actually put this necklace around my neck.
No, he didn't. He would not risk any of his treasures being put onto you because you wouldn't appreciate them. Oh, and it didn't happen.
And it was beautiful.
No, it wasn't because it didn't happen.
It was absolutely gorgeous.
Okay. No, it wasn't.
But I didn't know.
Is that you're stupid.
And my gods and angels.
But wait a minute, it was just you there. Where'd they come from? They come out of left field like surprise at the right smack dab good moment. No.
Tried to rescue me.
Had to rescue you, but you were in paradise and you wanted to be there. You chose to be. That's just complete and utter nonsense.
The situation, but I didn't know it was something.
You're stupid. This. No.
Appeared to be a necklace.
You're full of shit.
Was actually a chain around my neck.
Are you for freaking real? Did anybody else just hear that? This necklace around my neck was a chain. Honey bear. Oh my was. Listen, honey. And now we're going to be going about this in a way that, you know, is kind of obvious. Now, hold on. I'm actually going to be grabbing something really expensive, and I gotta make sure I have permission to even touch it, because it belongs to somebody beautiful. Splendid. Okay. Thank you. Okie dokie. So, on the email, so get this shimmer. So I'm gonna do that one. You know, literally dropping handles on this getting set. So, a chain. A necklace that's a chain. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Well, first and foremost, I mean, I'm not a jeweler or anything, but here. Usually, if it's a chain, there would actually be, you know, the part that actually has the big string to it, the clasp, or it'd be a chain, something like this. A necklace chain. Or, you know, probably going up to, like, their standard. And yes, this belongs to the lovely Lady Lilith. On my space for her. It could even be something as, you know, just beautiful as and classy as this. Oops, my finger slipped. This is sapphire, white gold, and regular gold. That's standard. But no. Anything of value like this will not go around your neck. Yes. Oh, good, the Battle Fox is here. Off to war, and I'm so glad you were here. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, I got this from a friend of mine, just giving it to me, just willy-nilly. He was like, why are you giving me this? Well, it was my mother's, and, she passed away, and, I wanted somebody special to happen. Like, are you hitting on me? Please don't. Please don't hit on me by giving me something really expensive, because it ain't gonna do you any good, but thanks. That's legitimately what I said. Thank you for this, but if you're gonna think you're gonna get brownie points by just giving me something big and expensive, no. Besides, this being your mother's, I think you should have kept it. But he insisted, and I said, are you sure? Many times. And then he was like, okay. So then, as soon as I got it, here you go. Then I gotta get this thing like brilliance. Give it a shimmer. You didn't really put that there. Here. Resume, stupid dimwitted Twilight speaking.
He was under the leash like a dog collar.
Honeybird. He doesn't need to put you on a leash, you know why? Because it didn't happen. Besides. No. No.
And that's how he kept me in control.
He doesn't need to put a leash on you, or do any kind of restraint, or put anything on you to keep you in line. In fact, if he wanted to, he could just go towards you at any time and just go smack you one. And say, "You're stupid, don't speak." And I would blame you if he didn't. Every time your mouth opens, he'd probably smack you one. And say, "Don't speak."
So, in fact, when I would wake up from these dreams,
But I thought you said you were already awake when this happened. You woke up, but just so dim-witted. So dim-witted, it's just pathetic.
I would see him several times
Sure you did.
every day.
Several times every day. Okay.
And at nights, I was sleeping, I would be back in the same place.
But you didn't wake up, though. Oops.
And it was very bizarre.
Yeah, like you.
It was really, really surreal.
Surreal? Well, I know what isn't real.
And I would have hot flashes.
Yeah, because, you know, the amount of BS that you're having with all the energy you're using is literally responding in a bad way.
Like crazy.
Don't you think maybe it could also be maybe your time of the month? Which, by the way, if it was possible, I would actually, you know, get a court order to say, don't allow this thing to make, you know, offspring. Please don't. Spare humanity.
To the point where I couldn't stand
Alright, have a good night. Yeah.
being hot too.
She had hot flashes so bad that the heat, she could not take the heat. So she probably had to stay out of the kitchen too. Thigh slapper, but still. If you can't take the heat of having hot flashes, sounds like you're having your time of the month, don't you think? Totally.
It would actually be uncomfortable.
Uncomfortably burning. That kind of sounds like you might have an STI.
It hurt.
You might have an STI if you're having hot flashes. And it burnt and it hurt. Because that can only really happen on the physical. Just whiff it.
I feel like I was on fire.
This girl's not on fire. She's just stupid.
And that's never happened to me before.
Well, a lot of people don't get an STI because they're not stupid. You? Yeah, actually, you know what? I don't think she would have an STI because I think the stupidity would actually push potentials away. Far, far away.
And I have hot flashes, but
Yeah, well, everybody gets hot flashes. It's just the kind that you're describing is not like an STI.
I never had a second grade.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw the truth,
If you're claiming all that you're saying is true, then I'm straight and I was actually faking being, you know, gay all along. And trust me, that's a big one. That's a huge one for me to actually, you know, find out to be bogus. I couldn't be. Besides. And if you want the proof to back it up, whenever I see the female anatomy, ever, I just automatically get repelled. Just repelled. Like if I try to go towards it, something pulls me back. I can't describe it. I just can't do it. Oh well. Now that's nature saying no. Okay, I'm not gonna fight him.
what he had done, there was so much pain.
Aw, because you're stupid. You probably hurt yourself and got an owie. Or better yet, you probably stuck something up there that should not have been stuck up there.
To be healed.
No.
Because at some point,
You got an anvil drop on your head. That was on fire. Good. We found out the problem. Yep, exactly. And I mean, you should have heard it. You should have seen it yesterday too, because yesterday she was talking about. I went to my astral realm and went, poof, a book. Poof, a book. Again, this isn't Final Fantasy, Harry Potter, Woozy Woo Land. The closest you're gonna get to anything like that is to build up energy, get in a state, release energy, and give it an order and direct it. That's as far as you're gonna get. That's as far as you're gonna get. All that stuff does in Hollywood and fantasy games and all that stuff, that's all that it's doing is glorifying it and elevating it to a more extravagant way. That's it.
I tried to fight him.
You would lose in 1 second. Not even 1 second. You would be taken down in milliseconds. 130? Let me double check. I think well, I know he has the most legions compared to any of the Poetic Divines. I think he has the most of them. I gotta pick that book. Oh, over here. Okay, so somebody play the elevator music while I get this one book and give the actual information. Found it. No. There it is. Okie dokie, artichoke. Oh, no. Because, me, I like having different giggles. If anybody's also happened to see her video about the #1 lesson about demon tarot cards, there's actually an instance where she actually lifts up the deck from this book. From this deck. She lifts up the deck. And are any of you familiar with Marquis Andres? And I'll even show you him. And also, so that way people know, I'm actually really well acquainted with Marquis Andres, believe it or not. Good. And yes, I'm well acquainted with him. Despite his really aggressive, or deemed to be known as aggressive. If you really want to know how Marquis Andres is, oh, look at that. As soon as I say his name. Good. As soon as I say his name, look at that. He pops up. As soon as she, shows, like, the deck, kind of like this, literally, the card at the bottom is Andres, while she's talking her nonsense. She's in deep doo-doo when she first lifts the deck. Andres. What? Literally. First thing that you shown. Yes. He is. But he is no nonsense. And actually, the reason why probably more likely people are so uncomfortable with him, based on my experience, is that when you invite him to your space and he's there, he does this. He gives you his full undivided attention. Nothing distraction. He focuses on you. Now, I can definitely understand if somebody's not comfortable being stared at for a long period of time. I can understand why they're uncomfortable. But the thing is, he's focusing on you. He's listening. And also, based on my experience too, and also somebody else, from what we've seen, Andres likes to come in whenever he wants to. And when you have a poetic spirit doing that, being comfortable with you to do that, that's a blessing. Especially as Andres, because... But anyway, back to what we were talking about with King Paimon. About trying to combat King Paimon. Okay, hand me that one page with our king on it. Ah, there he is. the one and only King Paimon, has a total of 200 legions. My bad. My apologies, my king. Not 120. 200 legions. 200. 200 legions. Half of them are of the fallen that were of lower rank, but hundreds were of the orders of powers. 200. You're gonna try and pick a fight with King Paimon, huh? Well, if you're, to best put it, if you're gonna be studying anything that's of greater matters of the lesser key or the art Squatia, oh, grammary. Literally. If you want the best poetic divine regarding anything related to women, grammary is the best one. Anything that involves women. Health, pretty much in developing child, carrying a child. Beauty, women's health. I think I said it twice. Anything regarding the judicial system regarding women. Literally, anything regarding women. Grammary is the number one for that. Heck, if a male wants to actually learn how to treat a woman in the best regard, you should speak to grammary. You want to know how to, amaze a woman? Ask grammary. She'll give you every pointer that you need to know, and besides. I think the Twilight Zone, the Supreme Court who decided to overturn Roe versus Wade. Yeah, those Twilights. I think they need to actually pay a visit to Grammary and actually go through, some education on that subject. That's my opinion, no. Actually, I think that should be better. Okay, justices, go spend about a few years with Gregory and then come back and let's see if you still rule that stupid thing. Oh God. I like God too.
There were times that I did have intercourse with him.
No, you didn't.
At some points, I tried to fight him. I didn't want to be there anymore.
You're full of shit.
There were times that I did have intercourse with him.
Nope. No. Because I definitely know King Paimon would not want to get anything that acidic near him. Besides, something's fishy. Way fishy. I want to take care of your yeast farm below. Oh! Hey, don't look at me. Yeah, exactly. Take care of your yeast farm, honey, because yeah, it's starting to get fishy down there. It's like low tide of the pier with infections everywhere. Fix it.
Several times.
Nope, you're full of crap.
And there were times when it seemed like it was fine.
No.
But then again, I would be back to being on pain.
Probably because you got an STI from a different person. But then again, probably no person would want to lay with his stupidity. You know, I got a hunch. What if she did, have you ever seen A Thousand Ways to Die? Yeah, that TV show back in the day. Yeah, A Thousand Ways to Die is it's a really old one. I can't remember, it was on Vice, wasn't it? I think. Or was it on something else? But either way. There was an episode when there was one woman who had the marvelous idea to take a carrot, peel it, and stick with it. It wasn't peeled to the right point. It ended up cutting within. As she bled inwardly. She had internal bleeding, and she died. Based on that, thousand way. I got a hunch that something similar happened, but nothing was peeled with it, and nothing was a carrot. It was probably something that was not well taken care of. I have a hunch. Oh well. This is what happens when you let stupid. This is what happens when you let stupid people be able to stick things up themselves.
And then there were times where
And this is also why there's warning labels on stuff.
would be with him, and the worst experience ever was
You had an anvil drop on your head. Good.
when I was in this ground and I gave myself.
He would reject you. Yeah, but it probably got stuck. Probably stuck selenite up there. Selenite, yeah.
He had this anger.
He had anger, huh? I doubt that.
Saying that was what I had to do.
No.
And I could fear him at that point.
I doubt that, no.
And so I said, okay.
You're full of shit.
And when we lay together, we were...
Honey, if I wanted to listen to the dumbest thing ever, if I really wanted to listen to the dumbest thing ever, I would have actually put on, my computer, let's say, I'd probably be watching, let's say, there's so many stupid things to choose from. There's so many. I can't even pick one because there's just so many.
Sexually.
Nope.
Together.
Nope.
At some point.
Nope.
I lost all consciousness of
Oh, good, because probably he was trying to make you shut up and stick it.
myself.
Nope.
And what I learned was that when demons
Nope.
have sex with you.
Nope, you don't know, because trust me, they want nothing to do anywhere near that. Especially with you. Because they have standards, and you're way below the bar. Way below.
They are actually draining your energy.
No, they're not.
So violently.
Intercourse does not drain energy from you violently. Besides, that's being vampiric. With it.
And when you're mending with a devil or...
You're mending. Do you know what mending means? You're healing something. Just with it. Just with it. Just with it. Just with it. Now then. Okay, now listen. Based on the ideology that she's using, with that stereotype, a demon, okay. An incubi and a succubi, based on the viewpoint she's drawing from. A succubi and incubi are demons. Yeah, but still. An incubi and a succubi, based on this source that she's citing in front and justifying it. They're a classification of demon, based on what she is citing from. Literally. And I'm actually doing that legitimately, like, wow, that's the level. But it's intended. Dim-witted walrus level. Oh, I forgot. I'm accidentally misclicked. And we're only halfway through. Oh my god.
There is a difference.
No, there's not. You're stupid.
Brainwash system, and because it's so impacting.
She's already tried Lilith, and I've already had one reaction, and I had another one going, but you know, YouTube decided to make my internet stop. But I mean, I've been really wanting to go through that one again. Yeah, but the thing is, this is not anywhere near King Paimon's character. No, not King Paimon's character. Besides, do you think he has time to deal with this kind of stupidity? Heck no. Heck no.
It makes it hard.
You know what else doesn't make things hard? You.
To unlearn.
I didn't say speak. Listen. I hit the spacebar, you speak. I hit it again, you stick it. Clear? Good. Sorry. You know, if this legitimate kind of conversation actually did happen, like, you know, she was actually recalling everything, and I was just like saying, nope, sit, stick it, listen, and just completely eviscerate her verbally and correct her, it would be like that. Yeah, the totally Judge Judy vibes right going on here.
And to relearn what that entity did.
Go back.
And because it's so impacting, it makes it hard to unlearn and to relearn.
You can't unlearn something. You cannot unlearn something, you know why? Because once you're aware of it, you can't lose it. Exactly. You cannot unlearn something you have learned because you're now aware of it and you know how it works. And you understand it. You can't just have something big go from, like here's a good example. That's like everything that I'm speaking about with my channel, and I have spoken about for about a year or for so long. Imagine if I just unlearned everything like that, and I had to relearn it all over again. Exactly. It's that. No. I can unlearn all that stuff. You know why? Because I'm already aware of it. Yeah, but no, that can't happen because, and even another thing too, just for giggles. Ever since I was pretty much able to remember, I've always remembered nearly almost everything. Goody. But no, I'm not forgetting everything I learned because, for one, I can't because my, brain, the way that it's structured and everything, it doesn't really forget that easy. In fact, I kind of even remember. I remember events during like my toddler infancy years, all the way back. Yep. The true Lilith and like the fake Lilith, for example. Yeah. I even have a video clearly showing the difference.
What that entity did, or what that person did.
Person? King Paimon is not a human.
So it's a lot like that.
Nope, just whiff it.
And this is where my guides
Whiffed it.
regularly talk to me.
Just whiff it.
So it's like therapy.
Just whiff it. No, it's not like therapy because they're not. They don't have doctrines in medicine. And I don't think they would even have that. Besides, in order for you to be going through some kind of therapy, you need to have a human being. Because on a spiritual level, therapy doesn't exist.
And they're so amazing.
Nope, the cake's a lie. Whiff it.
Because they never judge me.
Well, I'm surprised because I think they're all saying you're stupid.
And they always help me.
Nope, you're full of shit.
Even Joshua, Jesus.
Joshua? Who's Joshua? Oh, besides Rebecca.
Because they never judge me and they always help me. Even Joshua, Jesus.
I thought you were saying you were pretty much all against the biblical Abrahamic and even God himself, and you're saying Jesus is a fraud. Now you're saying he's a god of yours. You're full of shit. Yeshua. Yeshua? You just said his name already. I'm not stupid.
You say, are you missing pain?
No. No.
Yeah.
Nope, you're full of shit.
And he'll say, what do you miss?
Just whiff it.
And I'll say this. And he'll go, okay.
Just whiff it. You're full of shit.
You know.
Whiff it.
He'll remind me. I know. He
Whiff it.
will help me to distract me. And this is a therapy.
Honey, no. You are acting like you're going through a state of psychosis, Cupcake. Stick it and whiff it.
So that way I never ever go back to that situation.
Milkshake. Pretty much, I can guarantee you the rest of this video is going to be complete and utter bullshit. No, wait a minute, I already know that because it's bullshit. It's been the first bullshit in the first few minutes. And we're already halfway through it. And it's been more than an hour. You're full of shit.
Because I know it's unhealthy.
You know it's unhealthy, then why are you doing it? If you know it's not good for you, then why are you doing it? If you know it's bad, then why are you still being stupid? If you know if what you're doing is stupid, then why are you choosing to still be stupid?
No, it's negative.
If you know it's negative, then stop doing it. Yep. By the way. Right back. I want to make sure that you get this, Fox. There we go.
No is evil and no is wrong.
You know what else is wrong? Your voice and what's coming out of your mouth. You're as credible as, a child trying to teach somebody and they don't even know how to speak.
No, it's toxic.
Yeah, like you're pretty much just spewing radioactive waste out of your mouth everywhere you look.
It's the same with abusive relationships with people.
You've got to be the most dumbest human being to ever have walked this earth, and trust me, I have met a lot of stupid and dumb people. Congratulations. Guinness Book of World Records, the dumbest human being to ever walk the earth. I'm the only one clapping because I'm the only one that's trying to make you feel at least, some form of, congratulations for having that achievement. Wait, it's not an achievement, it's a disgrace. So everybody, world's dumbest woman, here we go. Now take your big plaque and go piss it. Don't consider a connection with the divine like an abusive relationship. No, you can't even compare that. That's not even an option.
Now for me, which is ironic, if someone is abusive towards me...
We don't care about your personal life. We don't care about that. And don't compare King Paimon to someone who was trying to hit you to stop being stupid. I bet you that's what was going on. You're being whacked to say, stop talking stupidity. Stop spewing nonsense. You didn't listen, so you got whacked.
Physically a human, I will never go back.
You're full of shit. You know why? You know how I know? Because she's gone through it, and that's what she finds comfort in.
Ever.
She just exposed it.
Bye.
You exposed yourself. You ain't slick.
I would never.
You're full of shit, now you're overcompensating it. You do.
Back with a person who physically abuses me or anything like that.
You're overcompensating it. You're bringing so much attention to it that you're saying it happened, but you're not saying it happened. You're saying one thing, but your energetic is saying the other. I'm not stupid. I'm not new here. You're full of shit. Stop overcompensating and stop saying BS.
Because I know my self-worth, I know my
You-
standard.
You know your self-worth and know your standards, son. You sure? Because you don't know how to even put yourself in a good, dignified life.
Chris, dignity and self-respect
No.
just got too much.
Self-respect? You're making yourself a fool in front of thousands of people. With this. That's not dignity. That's not self-respect. That's pretty much self-satire. Making a joke out of yourself. That's not something to be proud of.
Moral compass,
Moral compass?
more important.
No. No.
I have a daughter.
You have a daughter? Wow. I feel so bad for the father having to, deal with you for the rest of his life. And I really hope your child gets taken away from you because you're a threat to her well-being and her growth. I said it.
My love more than anything.
The cake's a lie. I'm sorry. I can't believe you. You're just all over the place and lost.
And I know that
You know? Okay.
the person where she can be,
We don't care about what happened if you got, attacked. We can care less for all we care about. We're here to learn about King Paimon. You're going off on a tangent with nonsense. Besides, if it did happen, now you're overcompensating. Now you're saying it did happen, and now you would go back to the person who did that to you.
and the abusive,
You're gonna go back to it again if it happens again. Don't overcompensate because that's what you're saying.
why would they not also do the same to my daughter?
Well, probably because maybe, I kind of doubt that, they would even do anything to your daughter because she's innocent. But you're stupid.
And that's a reality.
You're full of shit.
With that in mind,
Somebody get CPS on the phone and get the child away from her because I don't think that she's fit to be a mother.
the thing is the difference here with Paimon, however,
Is that he's nowhere even close to doing anything like that. And if you think that's how it is, you're sick in the head. You need to get some professional help on the 3D from a human being that actually has a certification and a doctorate in medicine for psychology. Get off your tush and go to it.
is the reason why I want to always go back, or what makes me missing. Is his intellect, the way he talks. He's very, very smart.
And you're not very smart. Stupid woman.
Exceedingly smart.
Nope, you're full of shit.
He has so much information, it's unbelievable.
No shit. What are you, new here?
And they brag.
No, they don't.
They're really big about ego.
Well, because they actually, being egotistical is being completely different. Completely different than knowing what one knows. Having confidence in yourself, that's different from being egotistical. You being overcompensating and being so woozy-woo by BS of your own delusion.
Pride and breath.
Yep, bullshit. Nope, stick it.
So
Stop it.
that's not attractive at all. But what
This, this is not attractive? Your existence.
was always attractive in the moment when I was trapped
You're full of shit.
in hell
You're full of shit.
was how he spoke to me with
You probably were saying something like, I don't want you, you stupid broad. Get out of here. Get away from me. You're literally making my whole space decay. Get out. That's probably, if it did happen, that's what he would say.
whispered to me.
He would whisper to you saying, you're full of shit. Get out of here, you stupid dimwit.
It was gentle to me.
No, it wasn't.
So,
Because it didn't happen.
so he made me feel like he was a lover.
No. No, he wouldn't. Besides, if you're comparing him to being in a connection with an abusive connection, but now you're saying he made you feel like a lover, but now you're comparing him to him being abusive? Cupcake, you just shot yourself in the foot. Just stop speaking. Just stop speaking. Don't speak.
But there were also times where he made me feel so beautiful. So like there was a moment where I looked into a mirror.
I don't even feel pity, and I don't even feel sad. I just feel dumbfounded, like, how can this even exist? How can this kind of an individual exist? It's embarrassing. Not just because of the occult world. It's embarrassing to the human race. I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying that to talk smack. Because I don't do that. I just say the truth. It's embarrassing. Anyway. How much longer is left? I'm gonna end this here. I can't take anymore because I'm about to have all my brain cells jump out of my head. We'll resume the last bit tomorrow. We only have another 15 minutes left, so I'll see.